Exploring an abandoned psychiatric asylum, I wasn't alone. Have you ever wondered what lies behind the decaying walls of an abandoned psychiatric asylum? The mere thought of it sends shivers down my spine. But being the daredevil that I am, I couldn't resist the opportunity to step into the unknown. Little did I know, this nightmare-inducing adventure would forever haunt my dreams. It all started on a gloomy autumn afternoon. The leaves swirled in the wind, creating an eerie atmosphere, as I stood in front of the rusty gates of the abandoned asylum. The imposing structure loomed ahead, covered in ivy and seemingly untouched by time. With each step I took, the crunch of broken glass beneath my feet echoed through the desolate halls. As I entered the asylum, a musty smell assaulted my senses, a mix of dampness and decay. It was as if the building itself exhaled a breath of profound sadness accumulated over the years. The faded wallpaper peeled off the walls, revealing glimpses of the building's haunting past. Whispers of tortured souls seemed to hang in the air, begging for release from their eternal imprisonment. I ventured deeper into the asylum, my heart pounding in my chest. Every creak of the floorboards made me jump, and every shadow sent a chill down my spine. But I couldn't turn back now. Curiosity pushed me forward. The asylum's dark secrets beckoned me, and I was determined to uncover them. The main hall was a cavernous space, filled with broken furniture and shattered glass. A sense of abandonment and neglect permeated the air, as if the very essence of despair had taken residence in this desolate place. As I explored further, the silence was broken only by the sound of my own breathing, which seemed unnaturally loud in this haunting domain. With each corridor I entered, the sights became more disturbing. The remnants of padded cells, now ripped apart and twisted, stood as a grim reminder of the tormented souls who once sought refuge within these walls. The scratching marks etched into the walls told stories of despair and desperation, forever etched into the asylum's legacy. I couldn't help but wonder what atrocities had occurred within these grim confines. As I tiptoed through the asylum, I stumbled upon a room that seemed untouched by time. The door creaked open, and I found myself in what appeared to be a doctor's office. Dust-covered papers adorned the desk, a forgotten record of forgotten lives. The photographs hanging on the wall depicted patients in various stages of distress, their eyes filled with an unfathomable sadness that chilled me to the core. Suddenly, a shiver ran down my spine, and a wave of inexplicable fear washed over me. I turned around, only to find that I wasn't alone in this forsaken place. A fleeting shadow darted across the room, disappearing into the darkness. My heart raced, and I felt a lump forming in my throat. Who or what was lurking in the shadows, watching my every move? I tried to shake off the feeling of being observed, but it only intensified as I continued my exploration. The asylum's corridors seemed to twist and turn, leading me deeper into a labyrinth of darkness. The sound of distant footsteps echoed through the halls, although I knew I was the only living soul inside. Or so I thought. As I ventured further into the asylum's depths, the temperature dropped drastically. The icy cold seeped into my bones, causing me to shudder uncontrollably. Strange noises filled the air, whispers that seemed to come from nowhere, disembodied voices that echoed through the emptiness. I couldn't escape the feeling that something was following me, lurking in the shadows just out of sight. In a moment of panic, I tried to retrace my steps and find my way out. But the asylum seemed to have a malevolent will of its own, the corridors shifting and rearranging themselves, trapping me in a maze of darkness. Panic set in as I realized that escape was impossible, and I was at the mercy of whatever unseen force haunted this forsaken place. The air grew heavy with a sense of malevolence, and I could feel eyes upon me, their gaze piercing through my very soul. The whispers grew louder, reverberating through the asylum's decaying walls. My heart pounded in my chest, threatening to burst from the terror that consumed me. Just as I thought I couldn't bear it any longer, a door appeared before me, bathed in an otherworldly glow. With no other options, I pushed it open, and a blinding light enveloped me. When my eyes adjusted, I found myself standing outside the asylum, the gates now wide open. I stumbled away from the asylum, my heart still racing, my mind haunted by the horrors I had witnessed. The shadows seemed to follow me, trailing just out of sight, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked within the abandoned asylum. To this day, I cannot forget the feeling of being watched, the whispers that echo in my dreams. The abandoned psychiatric asylum holds secrets that are best left undisturbed, for those who enter its decaying halls, like me, may never truly escape its terrifying grip.